she goes and kisses Chloe and then vanishes. She vanishes? She disappears. Very early on, I was like, is this actually a John Green book? No, it's not. So, I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. I finally picked this one up. I was supposed to read this like 2 years ago or something. I never got around to it. Stuff happened. So, basically, Shara Wheeler, she kisses our main protagonist, Chloe is her name. She goes and kisses Chloe and then vanishes. She vanishes? She disappears. I can't say vanishes. No. So Shara disappears. And Chloe kind of goes into this like hyper mode of trying to find her because she's like obsessively focused on like she got it into her head that basically Shara has like set up clues for Chloe to go find her. And it's like what is this? Very early on, I was like, is this actually a John Green book? No, it's not. But funnily enough, there's a line in the book that goes something like, we're living in a John Green book, kind of a thing. And I'm like, yes, at least you're honest about it. Because it felt so much like Paper Towns, where this guy, that I forget his name. I forget the name of the dude, but basically, his next door neighbor, Cara Delevingne. Yeah, I don't remember characters, okay, but I know Cara Delevingne played that character, the girl who left. And basically, this guy goes and I mean, he sees all the clues, and then, well, he finds her eventually, and then it turns out she never actually meant for him to find him, but okay. Hi, how you doing? Basically, that's what this book felt like. This book felt so much like Paper Towns. It was a bit crazy. So basically, in the beginning of the book, we just start off, Shara is gone, and Chloe is now like trying to find her because basically, apparently, she thinks that Shara has like set her up in some way, and now Chloe is so obsessed about this like disappearance and the fact that it's Shara. I mean, I feel like if it were any other character, she wouldn't have been looking for her. So I was like, what's happening? What's happening? And then Shara shows back up and is like, yeah, I didn't actually, yeah, here I am. Wow, surprise. And then Chloe goes like neutral in some way, and then it's like Shara is the one that's obsessed. I was so confused. I did kind of enjoy it, but also I was kind of like, was it actually worth it? I don't know. I didn't really like the way Chloe was so like hyper obsessed. It was a bit annoying. Yeah. But there we go. Now I've read it. Now I've read the book. It's fine. It's a quick read. It's entertaining, but it was very John Greenish. I did feel like we were in a John Green book. I'm not too sure I actually liked that part, but it was fine. It was fine. Yeah. Spoiler, if you want to hear that one. Both Chloe and Shara are actually in love with each other. Yeah. So that's what that whole thing was about. Now you don't have to read it if you don't wanna. Yeah. Pairing. So, basically, we have Theo and we have Kit. So they used to be childhood lovers, childhood best friends who turned into an item, who then decided to go on a European what was it, food and wine trip? Food and wine. I can't. You're something. But then when they came from America and landed at before they landed at Heathrow in London, they broke up. Yes. And now they haven't seen each other for 4 years, apparently. They've done lots of growing up on their own, as it were. But now, because they have these vouchers for this trip that never happened, they've decided, each on their own, to go on this trip. They just so happen to get on the same trip. So now they're getting reacquainted. So we have a dual POV perspective in this book, but it's like split in half. So the first half of the book, we follow Theo. Now Theo is actually short for Theodora, and not what I thought in the beginning, this is a dude. No, it's a dudette. But they do go by they, them, which we don't really find out until we get to Kit points of view. Point of view, my goodness. Anyway, so basically we start the book with Theo's point of view of what happened, like their breakup, and then how they got back together, as some of the past things and whatnot, and how they get reacquainted, how they both decide to, you know, let's see how many people we can hook up with throughout this trip, this apparently 3-week trip, but I felt like it was like a several months long trip. At many points I was like, I am very confused about the timeline. Anyway, not the point. Basically they decide to have a competition of who can sleep with most people, because that seems like a good idea to have. Yeah. So we go through that, and then all of a sudden we switch and we are seeing things from Kit's point of view. So we get I get a little like brief, like what happened from his point of view and so on and so forth, and continuing on from where we left off from Theo's point of view, and just continuing on with the story at hand, and then eventually leading up to them actually figuring out that they do have feelings for each other, they do want to spend their life together, so on, blah 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 blah. But there's lots of issues to fix, to sort out. To say there was a lot of sex in this book, a lot of bunking and threesomes and whatnot, yes, there was a lot of that. So if you're in for the smutty things, you're welcome. Maybe more than I actually needed for the story, but I did like the story. Mainly when we were following Theo, because when we turned to Kit's point of view, I kind of got like, oh, I don't like him. I couldn't for the life of me like get into like his shoes and see things from his point of view. It was just like, I don't like this character, why do I have to listen to this character? It was sort of like that. I did eventually like him more towards the end, but I did prefer seeing him from Theo's point of view rather than from his own point of view, if that makes any sense. I don't know where my camera cut me off, but basic gist, what I wanted to get through. I liked the book. I did. Perfect? No. Loved it? No. But I definitely did not hate it. I really liked it though. It's a sweet story. There's so much sex. I don't know if I needed all that sex, but you know, young people, you do you. If you're horny, you go be horny with other horny people. I don't know. You do you. I love how I've just gone off, and I'm probably just gonna keep that in the video as well, aren't I? Yes, probably. Anyway, yes, it's a yes for me. I enjoyed this one more than Shara Wheeler. And yes, I will be picking up more Casey McQuiston books in the future, whenever there is one and I have the time and I see it. I don't know. Yeah, so that will be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I shall see you all next time. Also, before I go, have you read any of these books? Do you wanna? Do you not wanna? Tell me the reasons. Tell me all the words. Because I have no words. I am blank in here. Yes, it's just a big black void. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.